at Teddy Being Teddy on Twitter saying, what do you recommend buying as a call option on virtual reality? Could you guys make a virtual reality fund, perhaps? And then Jeff Ulick at J. Norman Ulick asked, do you differentiate between VR and AR? That would be augmented reality. Or do you lump them together? Do you think they're equally influential? So what I'll call the XR question. And what I mean by that is, if there's a letter before the R, I probably like it, whether it's virtual reality or augmented reality. These are very important emerging media. This is a new medium, the XR medium. They are different. Let's briefly define our terms. Virtual reality, I define in non-dictionary terms as an experience where you are largely shutting off the world around you. You have a helmet on, you have goggles, you probably have your sound also. You're not hearing things that are around you, and you are in another place even though you're just sitting there in your den. That's virtual reality. Augmented reality is typically, if you think of something like Google Glass, the possibly failed product, but that overall concept of wearing something on your nose, probably, you're looking through it with your eyes and you're seeing, remember the Terminator movie where you got inside Arnold Schwarzenegger's head briefly and you saw that he had all these numbers and graphics as he was looking out at the world? That's what augmented reality does. It's when you are seeing information about the house that you just looked at. You see the Zillow price through your augmented reality goggles, etc. So that's augmented reality, where you're just augmenting your experience of reality as opposed to replacing it with virtual reality. So whether we're talking about VR or AR, I like them both, as I mentioned. My own suspicion is that virtual reality is the bigger thing long term, but augmented reality is the more immediate thing shorter term. The reason I say that is because I think the technology to really make reality virtual, truly feel like you're immersive, I don't think we're there yet from a computing standpoint, both graphically and just the sheer processing speed necessary to create a truly immersive place that you or I could be in while we're just sitting there in our den. Whereas it's not as high-tech or demanding to augment reality by seeing information through glasses as you drive down the street. And so I think more immediately, augmented reality makes sense. If you're a shorter-term thinker, that's where the VC money should head. But there are a lot of non-short-term thinkers out there. There's a lot of VC money heading into virtual reality. And ultimately, because virtual reality can be anything from entertainment to training to an amazing communications platform. I mentioned earlier the book Ready Player One. If you're familiar with that book, you see some of this in your head as I'm saying it. That it's a bigger deal. But both are really interesting. And the investment angle question, I don't have a great answer for. We're still early on enough. There aren't clear public companies that let you buy virtual reality or have a sector fund that just invests there. So, and we're probably not going to invent that at the Motley Fool. But it's enough for us, I think, to just recognize and respect these technologies, be watching them. And often I rely on you and your help, the Motley Fool community, to help me, because I don't have eyes out everywhere, not nearly, to let me know of some really interesting or compelling new company coming along or a new stock. Certainly we can think about a company like Facebook, which has made substantial investment by buying Oculus. So, that's a play on Facebook, certainly, but Facebook does a lot else besides.
As always, people on this program may have interest in the stocks they talk about, and the Motley Fool may have formal recommendations for or against. So don't buy or sell stocks based solely on what you hear. Learn more about rule breaker investing at rbi.fool.com.